excited for our next presenter. We have our new friend, my new friend, Bevell here. He's the owner of the Love and Light Academy. He does many things. And so I'm so thankful and grateful to be able to welcome Brett to our group. And I'm going to turn it over to Brett and welcome Brett.
Thank you, Emily. Welcome, everybody. Good to see everybody. I'm going to do an energy healing that's a form of healing called Magical Awakening. It's connected to the energy of Merlin and Lady of the Lake and Ancient Avalon. And what I'd like to invite you all to do is just get comfortable in whatever way, shape, form works for you. I'll run the healing for about half an hour, and then we'll have time afterwards to chat a little bit about it, share about it. If you have any questions, anything you want to share. But for now, just invite you to get comfortable in whatever way, shape, or form works for you. And I'm going to just begin sending the energy out. You're probably going to hear me talking to the energy as well. What I'm saying to the energy may not make any sense to you, but I just invite you just to flow with it and go with it. So I'm inviting Merlin's Book of Magic now to make a pyramid of the Paramount Light around each person on this call. And inviting Merlin's Book of Magic also to manifest cords of gemstone of Excalibur between each and every bone in your body to each and every other bone in your body now. And inviting Merlin's Book of Magic also to fill every cell in your body with the energy of dragon fire to burn out any energies that are not for your highest good. And inviting Merlin's Book of Magic now to manifest the swirling tornado of dragon magic around you to cleanse your aura of any energies that are not in your highest potential. And also inviting Merlin's Book of Magic now to take you into Lady the Lake's healing temple. And inviting Merlin's Book of Magic also to bring you into the lake, which is not a body of water with fish in it, but is that fluid, energetic place of who we are before we crystallize into this world of form. I'm going to invite Lady of the Lake to come into the healing and just bring in whatever specific healing she wants to bring for each of you individually. Being a multidimensional being, she can do many things simultaneously. So just inviting her presence into the healing now. And also bring through some element of fire, just creating an energetic structure made out of the element of fire in your field to, again, just burn out and release whatever is not serving your highest good right now. And from here, creating a universal mind lattice made out of the energy of Arthur's crown around you. And also going to bring in some angel energies, which we can do at the higher levels of Magical Awakening. So right now, just bringing in the angel of light to light up whatever in your system needs healing. And from here, inviting in the angels of distortion, just to release any distortions in your field, any missed shapes in your morphogenetic field, any altercations that have happened in your energy fields of your organs and organ systems, just inviting the angels of distortion to release all that now. And also inviting Merlin's Book of Magic to bring through each of your own guardian angels, just to reflect back to you your own holiness, your own truest, highest potential in this life. And inviting as well to bring in the guardian angels of your parents. And inviting that your guardian angel work with the guardian angels of your parents just to clear any ancestral trauma that may have been passed on to you unintentionally, subconsciously, through the vibrations of your family system. And invite in the family angels as well, the angels of your entire family, your grandparents, your cousins. And again, just inviting those angels all to work together just to clear and release anything in your DNA, anything in your karmic field that you've inherited that is not for your highest good and not for your highest potential. Oh. Hmm. And from here now, bringing through the element of earth as a crystal gemstone healing for each individual. Asking Merlin to pull through the specific qualities of whatever specific crystals or gemstones would be most appropriate for each individual. So for some of you, maybe that's selenite or amethyst. For others, maybe it's malachite or hematite or some other beautiful earth energy coming through. So just letting that unfold. And while that's occurring, I'm also bringing through the energies of the sacred Balinese volcano Gunung, which is a very powerful healing center on the planet. So just bringing through the Gunung energies to just clear out and move out anything in your system that's not for your highest good. And also using the element of water now to bring in the sacred healing waters of whatever healing water you connect with most. For some of you, maybe it's a particular ocean or stream. For some of you, maybe it's the ancient wells of Avalon or the sacred springs of Tempak Saring or the healing waters of Lourdes. It can even be holy water from your local church or temple. Whatever it is that you connect with in the element of water, we're just bringing through that beautiful cleansing vibration of water into your field now. Bring through the element of air now, just to bring your mental body into a place of deep stillness and inner peace. The most deep, most still point in your consciousness. And letting that sense of stillness and peace radiate into every cell of your body. So that the consciousness of each cell of your body is also radiating that sense of self-love. And from here, I'm inviting Merlin's Book of Magic to manifest a beautiful pyramid of Excalibur energy around you now. And inviting that Excalibur energy now to go deep into your karmic body and to work on whatever your most pressing or most important karmic issue is in this moment in time. And inviting Merlin's Book of Magic to manifest cords of that Excalibur energy through any karma knots in your karmic body, running through time, running from your first lifetime all the way through all of your lifetimes up to the present moment, to just clear those karmic knots in whatever way or shape they're ready to be released now with the highest love and highest potential. And from here, inviting Merlin's Book of Magic to manifest hologram of my hands performing a healing emanation on you now, wherever it is that you need physical healing the most. Just inviting that to happen now. And some of you almost might feel like there's little spirit hands wherever that is needed. And inviting the energies of alchemy of the Grail now to come through and bring through whatever combination of energies are most perfect for you. And that combination may include prayers or healing mantras. It may include herbs. It may include elemental energies, whatever it is that you need most in a perfect elixir of healing coming through to you now, your alchemy of the Grail, and going wherever it is most needed in your field and in your body. And from here, also inviting Alchemy of the Grail to weave through the energies of the Taoist magical symbols for purifying the lungs, just to keep our respiratory systems healthy as we start to move into wintertime or fall, the flu season, etc. Just keeping our lungs healthy and clear. And inviting Merlin's Book of Magic also to weave now through the Taoist magical symbol for purifying the mind, just to help you release any thoughts, any belief patterns that are not serving your highest good. And bringing through the electric sword of light now to just help clear any attachments, any cords that may be connected to you that are not serving your highest purpose. And from here, inviting Merlin's Book of Magic to create a pyramid of Merlin's magic mirror around you to reflect back to you your highest potential. Reflect back to you that energy of who you are as your most enlightened and awakened self. And inviting Merlin's Book of Magic to create cords of dragon fire through all of your organs and organ systems through time, from the moment of your birth up to the present moment, just to clear the timelines of those organs and organ systems of any energetic debris that's not serving your highest good. And inviting Merlin's Book of Magic also to manifest cords of dragon fire, connecting everybody's spine on this call to every other spine on this call, so that we're literally linked together as one unified field of energy, working together to release anything that's not of our collective highest good. And from here, inviting Merlin's Book of Magic to manifest a universal mind lattice of universal diamond energy through you and around you. And this beautiful universal diamond energy allows you to see the divine perfection that exists in all things. Even those things that may seem broken, even those things that may seem unhealed, or even in those, there is still that sense, that place of its own perfection. And just allowing you to feel that, and know that, and see that. That even in our brokenness, we can still be divinely healed and perfect. And bringing in now Lady of the Lakes, sacred flame, just into your field. So again, just burn away, move away, whatever wants to be released. And inviting Merlin's Book of Magic to fill your brain and nervous system with the energy of Arthur's crown, which brings forth an energy of awakening and wisdom, just filling your brain and nervous system with this beautiful Arthur's crown energy. And at the same time, inviting Merlin's magic crystal to send the energy of the Grail into any area of your body where you're holding tension, or any area of your body where you may be holding pain. And inviting Merlin's magic crystal now to bring forth the core of the Grail energy, just radiating healing and wholeness to every cell of your body, to every thought, every feeling, every aspect of your physical being and energetic being. And inviting now the damsels of the wells to come through just for deep nurturing and relaxation through all of your systems, your physical systems, your emotional systems, your spiritual systems, all the different energetic and physical aspects of you are all being nurtured by the damsels of the wells. And from here, we're going to bring in Merlin's song, which you're not going to hear me singing a song, but it's just more an energetic incantation coming in from Merlin. You can imagine Merlin singing a divine healing incantation into every cell of your body, just inviting that to come through into you now. And simultaneously bringing you into the 8th dimensional crystal of nothingness, and the pool of water, and the pool of light, and the pool of sound. And bringing in the energy of the divine bell. And bring in the energy of the Ark of the Covenant just to help you realign yourself with whatever it is your most divine purpose is in this life. Whatever that agreement is that you made with the divine for coming into this lifetime. To help you see it and fulfill it and to realize it as your purpose. Ah. 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 And wrapping you now in Lady of the Lake's silver web of light. Ah. And for the next few minutes of this healing, I invite you to think of something in your life that you would like to manifest. Just hold that vision. And we're going to bring in these beings called the leprechauns of light that are really good with manifestation. So just hold the intention of whatever it is you're wanting to manifest. And we'll invite the leprechauns of light to come into the healing. No, too, they're obviously only going to work with helping to manifest those things that are for the highest good. So make sure that your intention is something that would definitely be for the highest good of all. I'm just going to be connecting with the leprechauns of light and inviting them into the space to help you in manifesting this, whatever it is that you individually are calling upon to manifest. And inviting Merlin's Book of Magic to manifest a pyramid and an octahedron of this energy around you, the leprechauns of light. And inviting the energy of Excalibur to cut a clear path forward for this to be manifested in your future. And from here, inviting Merlin's Book of Magic to manifest an octahedron of blue fire around you. Surrounded by a cube of divine flame around you. Surrounded by a pyramid of the Paramatman light around you. And from here, just going to invite any ascended masters that want to come through the grail for each individual, as you may have your own ascended master that you connect with more personally. So it's not going to be the same ascended master for each person, but just bringing through a variety of ascended masters for each individual person on this call. As we start to work towards bringing the healing to a close, letting them put any final touches into the healing, anything that each of you may need individually to take this healing forward. I'm putting you into the Grail Cup now for integration. And manifesting a grounding cord made out of hematite running from your root chakra all the way down to the center of the earth. And bringing through the element of air just to help refocus your mental awareness back onto your physical body. And bringing through the element of fire just to help re-energize your system. And bringing through the element of water as a beautiful waterfall flowing down from above you, washing away any last energetic debris that's ready to be released from your aura, from your chakras, from your meridians. Just letting all of that wash through and wash away. And bringing in some mists of Avalon energy now, which has one purpose only, and that is to help reconnect you with that deeper sense of divine mystery. Oh. And just re-emerging again, that sense of being in the Grail Cup for integration. And very slowly and very easily, just inviting you to bring your focus and your awareness back to your physical body. Let yourself be aware of the feeling of the chair or the bed or the floor supporting you. Letting yourself be aware of the feeling of the clothing against your skin. Letting yourself be aware of any sounds that are happening inside the room or outside the room where you are. And very gently and very easily, just arriving back into your body, back into the room, back into this time and space. And give yourself permission if you need to stretch an arm or a leg or wiggle your toes or fingertips, whatever you need to do to bring your awareness back into your body. And then intending that we have a little time for reflection. If anybody has anything you want to share about your experience or anything you want to ask about this particular modality. Again, it's called Magical Awakening. It's something that came to me in the summer of 2007 after I had a very profound mystical experience on the island of Mallorca in Spain. I had just completed a 12-day training in another Merlin-related modality called vortex healing. And literally after that training ended, about an hour after that training, I started seeing this light in the background of everything that I would look at. And the best way I can describe it is if you've ever seen the movie The Matrix, how when the credits are running, there's the ones and zeros that are kind of trickling across the screen. So it was like that, except it wasn't ones and zeros. It was just a sparkly white light that was kind of trickling in the background of everything I would look at. And I could feel a consciousness with this white light, and I could feel the presence of Merlin with this white light, and was basically inspired to kind of dance with that light for the ever since. And it has now developed into this system that I call Magical Awakening. So just want to open it up if anybody has anything you want to share about your experience or any questions you want to ask. And I also know the healing can often take people into a very nonverbal space as well.
Yeah, well, I'm really glad you brought up the leprechauns, as I see leprechauns. I go to this magical land that I don't really talk about it's all in here. So when you started bringing leprechauns, I was like, oh my gosh, they're real. There's someone else has seen the leprechauns. So I felt very validated because I also love Merlin. I have, I don't know, my kids are attached to Merlin somehow. When they were 3 and 4, they were seeing dragons. They were training dragons, and Merlin was in their dreams at night teaching them how to train dragons. I was like, oh, I had just awakened myself. So I was kind of like, okay, all right, is this just kids' imaginations, or I just went with it? But yeah, ever since then there's like a magical land that you can go to. There's like a rainbow and there's leprechauns, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we go to Magic Land and go. Yeah, so that really brought me back to Magic Land. So thank you. It was awesome. That's amazing.
Good.
Anyone else?
I felt it was very beautiful and enlightening as I was just flowing through it felt like star systems of light, of different colors of light, and just flying through different things. And I even saw the dragons there flying with me. So it was really a beautiful journey. and it felt very healing and enlightening. I enjoyed that. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being part of it.
I agree. That was beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jill, for being part of it. And I always like to emphasize that, even though the energy is coming through me, this, we're a collective. So it's about all of us, and your participation in it is as equally important as my participation in it. So it really is a collective of all of us being here together. So
Yeah, well, yes, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much for this. It was so opening and calming and healing.
Mm-hmm.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I was looking at a pond that was charged, I guess, I don't know the words, with crystals. And then I felt the cool and the clearing of that water.
Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can I ask?
Kendra, were you going to ask something?
Well, so I jumped on late, but I jumped right in and had a great time. I was going to ask you, you were talking about a bit like the Matrix and seeing, and I've seen that. I saw that once, and it was like just these. It's like these rolling numbers, except it isn't numbers. It was light, and it just. I've never had anyone else say that, and it was just really weird that I didn't have the epiphany you did, but I did have at one point I thought it was very strange. Anyway.
Yeah, it reminds me. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the paintings of Alex Gray. Sometimes he's kind of a visionary artist. Often he'll paint like the human skeletal system, but with all these layers of the aura and the meridians and all that interlaced. But he also has some paintings that kind of do that, but like out into the cosmos, where you see all these lines of light. And so I feel like his artwork often kind of captures that sense. I don't know. I just felt inclined to mention him as you were talking about that.
Is it an A or an E for Gray?
I think it's E. I think it's Grey. Alex Gray. Yeah.
I'll look it up. Thanks.
It's a lot like I noticed when ever since I was a child. I still to this day always see that, and it looks like little crystals just kind of floating around in the atmosphere all the time.
Yeah.
It's really fun. I just ever since I was a child, when I start seeing those, I just get like taken away. So I just kind of with it.
And just to kind of recap, so what I was doing, so the Magical Awakening is like a 9-level system. Well, there's a 10th level this is like a teacher level that's by invitation, but it's a 9-level system. And at the higher levels, like in level 9, it gets to where you can just talk to the energy. But at the first level, the level 1 training, what happens is that there's these 3 primary energy centers that get opened. And one is at the crown, the top of the head, the other one's at the heart center, and the other one's at the navel. And the one at the navel will flow this very strong, purifying energy that I call dragon fire. That's just like really good for burning out negative thoughts, also burning out disease out of the body. Like I used it a lot during COVID and had very positive results. So that's flowing out of the navel. And then at the heart center is this energy that I call the grail that has just a very beautiful kind of restorative healing quality to it. And then from the top of the head flows this energy called Arthur's crown that is about kind of wisdom and awakening. And so at level 1, a practitioner learns how to basically work with those 3 energies, how to blend them, how to do self-healings, how to do healing on another, how to do healings on groups, how to even send it distantly at the first level. And then at the second level, it gets a little more playful. At the second level, a person receives another empowerment, and then they are able to send elemental energies through their fingertips. So anything that could come in terms of like earth, air, fire, water, but not just those, but also like any subset of those. So if you could imagine the element of earth, you could use the element of earth for grounding, but you could also bring through the element of earth as a specific crystal or gemstone or specific place on the planet or specific herb. So then suddenly you realize like you've got all these different zillions of energy signatures that can literally come out of your fingertips. And at level 2, you also get a tool called Merlin's wand. So you may have seen me kind of move my hand a few times like this during the healing. And Merlin's wand can just send basically these waves of light. So whatever the student has learned at that level, they can just also do it with Merlin's wand. And I'm not going to explain all 9 levels, but I just wanted you have a sense of like how it starts and how it evolves. And then at level 3, a person gets Excalibur and starts to work with this sacred energetic sword, which is good for clearing like deep karmic connections and things like that. And again, that's just a sense of how it starts to build. I'm not going to go through all 9 levels and all the different tools, but I just wanted to have a sense for folks how it works, because again, at the higher levels, you can just talk to the energy and it does what it does, but that's not how it starts.
Yeah, and I'm so excited because we have your Magical Awakening class available at Cosmic Academy. Now we're partnering with your 11 Light Academy. So it's available now, the Magical Awakening, his Magical Awakening class, very affordable. It's on our Cosmic Academy page at connections111.com. So you can connect with Brett and learn from him. And I think it's level 1, right? We're starting with level 1.
It's a level 1. It's a level 1, and it's kind of parsed out as like a 28-day training. You can do it at your own pace, but it's like each day there's like about between 10 to 15 minutes of content. It includes the empowerments and healings and kind of takes you on this month-long journey. And then at the very end, the way I certify people is at the very end, usually a person will email me like, hey, I finished the course. And then I ask them to send me just a short healing just so I can verify that they know what they're doing. And then after that, I issue the certificate. So.
Very cool. That was awesome.
Okay. So just the first ones on the site, and then after that, I mean, where can we find the others? I mean, I see the first ones on the site.
So the first one's on the site. I could have conversations with Emily about the second one, but I don't offer the second one to general public. So a person has to get through the first one before they can start to explore the other levels, because I don't want people hopping over levels that they haven't taken yet. Usually what happens is the person, once they've finished the first level, then I can, email them a kind of a hidden link to level 2. And some of the higher level trainings are just simply live Zoom trainings that I do. Yeah.
Oh, neat. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like a wonderful addition for any healer to take this course. It's very beautiful.
Yeah, it can be very compatible too with a lot of other energy systems. Like, I teach Reiki, I do other forms of energy healing, but I love being able to weave Magical Awakening into and around the other things that I do too. So.
Cool. Well, that was fantastic. Does anyone else have any other questions? That was great.
Again, thank you, everybody. And thank you again, Emily, for inviting me to be part of this today.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We're so blessed to have you and your energy with us. And please check out his course, Magical Awakening, Cosmic Academy. Get to know Brett a little bit more. It's super fun. And yeah, that was awesome.